And we're good. All right. Welcome to the Uneducated Education. I am Gino.
And my name is Chase.
Hello, Chase.
Hey, what's up, man?
That sounded eerily like our intro to.
Outlandish.
Yeah, I just couldn't remember the full title.
Outlandish, two men's journey through time and space.
Yeah, I think it. Well, here's "Be My Baby Mama Ray."
Oh, that mixtape slaps.
Don't say. All right, so our first conversation topic is gonna be the Avengers 4.
Yeah, Endgame.
Okay, so 3 was Infinity War.
Yeah.
I think we should start there.
Yeah, it started at Infinity War.
Yeah, in the Infinity Wars.
It's one war.
Okay, one more. Right, like how people say Joe Buttons, but it's just Button.
I just call him Button.
There you go. No S.
No.
Mm.
There's no S in it.
All right, well, how many times have you seen Infinity War?
Currently, my child's favorite movie is Infinity War.
Okay.
So I watch that about 5 to 6 times a day, starting Friday through Sunday.
And your child lives with you still.
On the weekends.
He's 24. He's not. Okay, so you've seen it quite a few times. I've also seen it a lot of times, so much that my girlfriend is like, I hate this movie because you watch it so much. Like, it's like I can watch it and fall asleep instantly.
Yeah.
Or I can stay awake and watch the whole thing because it's awesome.
It is so good.
It's a really good movie. So what were your thoughts on it?
On the movie?
Yeah, on Infinity War.
Honestly, it deserves an Oscar. A Grammy, a Tony, anything.
There were no original music songs in Infinity War. How to get a Grammy?
The score is original.
It did have a good score, but it seemed...
Black Panther would have beat it, no matter what.
Right. But the score in Infinity War, to me, and I'm a fan of Infinity War, but it really sounded a lot like Storm... What is that? The George Clooney and Mark Wahlberg movie where they're on the boat.
I don't...
It's either The Perfect Storm or Storm of the Century.
Oh, that's The Perfect Storm.
The Perfect Storm. Okay, yeah. The score in Infinity War and The Perfect Storm are pretty identical.
I've never seen The Perfect Storm.
Okay, so you wouldn't get through.
It's a George Clooney boat movie.
It's a good movie. When I was really little, maybe not really little, I don't know when it came out, but my mom liked it a lot, so we would watch it all the time.
Oh. I think my grandpa watched it once, and like halfway through he shut it off and said it's not cowboys.
All right, so it was good. It should have won that. Do you have a favorite scene?
I honestly, I think my favorite scene is, and I get a nerd erection every time I see it, is when Pete Spider-Man is on the ship and Iron Man tells him to let go and he catches him and he lets go and the Iron Spider suit comes out, catches him, and his first like reaction to the Iron Spider-Man suit is, wow, it smells like a new car. I love Spider-Man.
Oh, when he shoots it from the rocket from the Avengers thing. Okay, I thought you were talking about... Oh, you're right. The legs do come out right there.
Yeah.
Okay. No, they don't. The legs don't come out until he's saving Doctor Strange.
The legs?
From the hole. Yeah, the extra legs that pop out of the back. Those
Yeah.
don't come out until he's saving Doctor Strange from the hole.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but when he says it smells like a new car in here, it just latches onto him so he could breathe.
Yeah, that just, and all of my Spider-Man knowledge just I get goosebumps.
So I do get goosebumps in one scene, and that's when Thor comes back after he makes the Stormbreaker.
Oh yeah.
And Bruce Banner, he's like, you guys are screwed now, and he just comes in and just like a badass.
Thor's my probably the second favorite Avenger after Ragnarok.
After Ragnarok was good. Funny.
Yeah, they really took him in a new direction.
I can't really watch Ragnarok a whole lot though. I've seen it like 4 times maybe.
I've seen it 11. My child has recently discovered the Hulk and thinks he's the best thing in the world.
So, everything was well put together in Infinity War. The way that the stories intertwined with each other, done really well. From like Tony Stark and Strange and Spider-Man being on the boat, or not the boat, the ship, and then like Hulk being on Earth with Captain America and everybody moving back in there. One issue that I did have was in Avengers 2: Age of Ultron. Vision was a G. Nobody's fucking with Vision. Vision was fucking everybody up, right?
Yeah.
In Infinity War, Vision was a pussy.
There's a huge difference between Vision in Age of Ultron and Infinity War. Age of Ultron, he even says it at the end. It's one of my favorite quotes, but he says, he's talking to Ultron, and Ultron says something about humanity is going to destroy themselves, and he talks about the beauty in our errors, but he says, I may be wrong because I was born just yesterday.
Yeah.
And so he's very naive and doesn't have anything but all this power. And through the course of all the movies leading up to Infinity War, he develops that relationship with Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
So I think he probably has a lot more fears, especially with how Tony even mentions in the beginning that he's evolving. So Vision is becoming, I would say, more human.
You mean Banner says he's evolving every day with Tony?
Banner doesn't know, because Banner just got back and hasn't been Banner for 2 years.
I thought he was, because when they're talking about taking out the stone, Banner says he's evolving. He has Jarvis, he has Ultron, he has Tony.
That's much later in the movie.
Okay.
This is in the beginning when Tony goes to the mansion with Strange.
Okay, the Sanctum.
Yeah, he says, we need to get Vision or something along those lines, and Tony says, no, he went offline 2 weeks ago, I don't know where he's at.
Right.
He's evolving.
Right. Okay, but he's still a pussy in the movie. Like, he gets his ass kicked the entire movie.
He does. He doesn't even use the stone, really.
None of them do.
No.
Like, Strange doesn't use the time stone unless, of course, everything's in a loop, which we'll get to, but Vision doesn't use the stone. Loki had the stone in the beginning fighting Thanos, and he's like, oh, we have a Hulk, we don't need this stone. You know, like,
I think with that, Loki misjudged Thanos, because he does have sort of a relationship with him, even though it's master servant.
Right.
He feels that the Hulk, because the Hulk can beat him, then, and has seen him beat several other powerful beings, that he's like, this guy's nothing.
Right. And then with the Hulk in the movie not coming out after he gets his ass kicked by Thanos, what do you think that is? Is that them going to start there's the Hulk and there's Bruce Banner, and they operate like at the same time and separately? With
Hulk, because he does refuse to come out after that initial battle, and there's a lot of chat on the internet about how he's afraid of Thanos. He's not afraid. I honestly think it's because of the relationship he has with Banner is very strained. He's just spent 2 years totally in control.
And Ragnarok.
Yeah. And now Banner is only trying to pull him out again when he wants him to come out.
Right.
So he's feeling like Banner's just using him, and he's nothing to Banner but a weapon.
That makes sense. They made it really funny when the Thanos' goons come to Earth, and Tony's like, Banner, you want a piece? He's like, yeah, sure. He's like, I'm having a thing. You're embarrassing me in front of the wizard. Like, that's super funny.
That honestly gets me every time.
That's what I feel like with is it level 3 of Marvel movies that are phasing out?
Yeah.
I feel like when you lose Tony, you lose a lot of the like sarcastic comedy. Even though they turned Ragnarok into similar thing, Tony just has it so naturally.
He does, and that's all a part of Robert Downey Jr.
Right.
I've read comics, and Robert Downey Jr. and Tony Stark seem to be honestly just the same person.
Yeah. I've never read an Iron Man. I don't think I've ever read a comic besides an X-Men comic.
That's fair enough. Still in the Marvel universe.
Yeah,
there.
That's true. DC sucks nuts. Okay, so everything's well done. At the end, Thor throws Stormbreaker into Thanos' chest. Thanos says you should have aimed for the head, snaps his fingers. and everybody turns to dust. Not everybody, but most. And then Thanos goes off, and then the end scene credit of that is Fury, Samuel L. Jackson,
Yeah, and Robin.
signaling to Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Now, have you seen all of the Captain Marvel trailers?
I saw the one on the Super Bowl and the first two.
Okay, so I only saw the first one. I have my tickets to go see Captain Marvel because you just have to watch them all in order, but I'm not very excited about Captain Marvel.
I feel like Captain Marvel is... She's going to be the one who's going to take Tony's spot. So she's going to be starting to lead the Avengers, with possibly Black Panther taking the role of Captain America.
But I'm assuming, Black Panther taking over Captain America, America, there's a conflict in itself. But does Captain Marvel live on Earth? I don't know much about her.
Not me as well. Kind of, I'm not sure with the new movie, but from what I have gathered, she's an Air Force pilot and ends up meeting up with an alien, and his name is Marvel.
Marvel.
And he transfers his powers to her.
Hold on, an Air Force pilot from Earth?
Yes, from Earth.
Transfers his powers to her.
Yes, he he crashes. I believe he's in a battle with the Skrull, which there will be more about them in Captain Marvel, but he transfers his powers to her one way or another, but she's solely based on Earth.
At that time, but now, like when Fury hit the pager, call it, she wasn't on Earth.
No.
Okay, let me ask you this. So, Thanos snapped his fingers and got rid of half the universe.
Yes.
Is what was the theory. How did Fury know that Marvel wouldn't be one of the ones that are gone?
I don't know how much Fury actually knows.
True.
About Thanos and snapping his fingers.
Because we're gonna get like a origin story on Fury in Captain Marvel too, so that's true. I wonder if Fury even, because they weren't at the battle, they weren't being briefed because there's no more shield.
Yeah.
I wonder how much he actually knew, or if he just saw people turning into dust and was like, oh shit, let's call this bitch.
I think he knew there's obviously something heavy going on. You got ships coming down and fighting. There's no
But that was all in Wakanda. That wasn't in
New York City in the beginning.
In the original Avengers?
No, in Infinity War.
Oh, right, you're right.
Yeah,
okay,
the battle in New York.
That, the goon, sorry to cut you off. I don't even know what to call Thanos' guys that came to Earth.
The Black Order.
The Black Order. The one that talks like, Hiri, you are now about to die at the hands of the children of Thanos. Yeah. That dude is awesome. I'm sad that he died. That dude was fucking dope.
He actually, he is badass, and he just died in just the most, let's just throw him away.
Yeah,
he was outwitted by a 15-year-old boy.
Right, who saw the movie Aliens.
Yes.
Alright, so I'm guessing that Captain Marvel will be her origin story with Fury's, and then the end scene credit will be how she ties into Endgame.
Yes.
Is that what you're thinking?
I'm thinking whatever happened in Captain Marvel prompts Fury to want to find others with powers to make the Avengers.
Okay.
Which completely makes sense.
But if I'm not mistaken, her setting is in the 90s.
Yes.
So Captain America was the 40s?
Captain America's the 40s, yeah.
Right. And he was the first Avenger.
Yes.
So they had already found one, right?
Yeah. Well, technically, yes. They found one. However, there was no team. There was nothing.
They created him, too.
Yeah. And that's just the movie. That's just the title of the movie.
Right. But, I mean, technically he was.
He is.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless we throw X-Men in there, but we don't do that yet.
X-Men are not Avengers. They assist and fight each other.
True.
But with Fury, if you notice, the first time he comes on, he already has this in mind.
In Iron Man?
Yes, he's trying to get the Avengers initiative put together.
Right.
And there's no reason for him to want to put together highly intelligent and powerful individuals without having some background knowledge of something going to happen.
Right. Okay.
In the future.
I see what you're saying. So, with that being said, in the first Avengers, when Loki is bringing Thanos' guys, right?
Yeah, the Chitauri.
Yeah, those ones. Why didn't he page Marvel at that point?
At that point, I think he wanted to test them.
But risk the entire Earth?
I don't think
Because I don't think that bitch can just snap her fingers and be an Earth. Maybe she can. I don't know much of her powers, but... And when I say bitch, don't be offended. I just mean a female. I'm sorry.
I think he possibly felt that they had it under control, and if they didn't, he would have called her. But this is all speculation.
Right.
So,
was there a point in Avengers where the team seemed in trouble?
to tell the truth, no.
I'm trying to think. I haven't watched Avengers.
I just watched it last week.
Okay, so
there's no real.
That's not the one where they go to Clint's house, right?
No, that's Age of
two. Okay.
Ultron.
Well, shit, they didn't call her an Age of Ultron either when they're about to drop a whole fucking country on a continent that's gonna wipe out the Earth like it did the dinosaurs. Allegedly.
With both of those, the first Avengers, there wasn't ever actually a kind of a point where they're like, oh man, this guy, we need to figure something out. It was all the issues were internal. They were really just beefing with themselves. But once they actually...
Hold on. Beefing with themselves? What do you mean?
They didn't want to work together.
Tony, the Avengers themselves. Okay, got it.
Tony didn't want to work with them. He's too arrogant. Captain America doesn't want to work with someone that arrogant.
Right. Watch your language.
Okay.
No, that's Captain America and Ultron. Language!
So, I mean, with that, the big bad technically could have just been their egos.
I don't know. Sokovia was a big motherfucker.
That's a different movie.
Like Civil War, like that was completely different. They didn't need to call her in.
No.
I don't think they needed all the heroes in that one for the bad guy. It was more setting up a story of the breakup.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't have needed to call her. Vision was in that though, and Vision was a badass in that one too.
Yeah. That one's also the one...
Until he got shot with the arrow by Clint, who has no fucking powers at all.
I know. He was destroyed by Robin Hood.
Right. Which the new Robin Hood was actually decent. We'll go there. We'll get there. Anyway. Okay. So, Ant-Man and the Wasp came out last year after Infinity War.
Yeah.
It was okay.
You know, it was... I like the Ant-Man movies because...
Paul Rudd.
I mean, yeah.
And T.I.
That's right, he is in that movie.
Right.
He's his assistant.
Right.
But with that, in all of the Marvel movies, you can still sense there is a lingering threat, except for Ant-Man, because Ant-Man only deals with heists. He's just robbing people. When you think about it, that's all he is doing.
The second one, they weren't robbing anybody. They got robbed.
Yeah. So they got the guy who robbed them initially.
Okay. Well, and they found the mom, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
In the... What is that shit called?
The Quantum Zone.
The Quantum Realm. Right. Okay. And then, so at the end of that, so everything is going on in that one almost simultaneously as what's going on in Wakanda.
Yeah.
Well, no, because that took one day. Wakanda was one day.
Yeah.
But New York, that seemed to be like a few weeks before. But maybe the way they did the Ant-Man timeline was, this is before those things came to New York. Mom's back. Michael Douglas's wife, Michelle Pfeiffer, I don't know her name in the movie. Just call her Mom. Mom's back. Fast forward, now we're trying to get into the quantum realm on the same day when combat happens.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're trying to get the healing particles for Ghost, I believe.
Right, out of the quantum realm. Okay, and then, boom, Thanos snaps his fingers. Pym's are their name, Hank Pym.
I think her last name is Van Dyne.
The mom, right,
Yeah.
but Hank is Pym. Thanos snaps his fingers. Him, his daughter, Ghost, and the mom were all standing there waiting for Paul Rudd to come back out of the quantum realm. As they're getting ready to, they turn to dust, and he's stuck.
Yes.
So that's what we have to lead Ant-Man into Endgame. But Marvel, we're still up in the air.
That is up in the air, and there's Michelle Pfeiffer's character does say something to Scott that definitely could be a clue on how he gets out.
Okay, where does she say this? Are they in the quantum realm before they rescue her?
No.
After.
This is just before he goes to the quantum realm. So this is just before
when
the snap.
Oh, okay, so when she's outside, he's about to go in to go get the stuff. Okay, what'd she say?
She's warning Scott of all the dangers of the quantum realm.
Okay.
Like, she's like, avoid this, they look friendly, but it'll destroy you, and don't go into a time pocket.
Ah, okay. Because that's how they're going to time travel.
Yeah.
Okay.
That, and Sam Jackson said something in an interview about Captain Marvel.
What did he say? Damn it, I tried not to spoil a lot of shit for me. Go ahead.
He says, in this movie, we don't see all of her powers, like the ability to travel through time.
Ah, okay. So they might not even need the quantum realm.
I don't think Captain Marvel gets to them as fast as they need to. So I need her. So Fury calls her. She's coming. She's on her way. Scott gets stuck in the
Hold on. Is this page just like, we need you, bitch, drop everything, and she's like, I'm there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm assuming she's somewhere off in space.
Okay.
And Scott goes in to the quantum realm. He was just warned about time pockets. So I'm assuming, what I believe is he's going to find one, go into a time pocket, gets...
Purposely?
Yes.
Okay.
To leave, and comes out some unspecified time later.
Okay.
And he sees the world...
This is Endgame. You're getting into Endgame. Okay. This is your theory for Endgame. Okay.
He sees the world in just disarray, and because of how many times he name-dropped Captain America and how they're best friends, he goes to the Avengers Tower with the van with the quantum.
Now, is this what you're talking about? Is this what we see in the first Endgame trailer? Okay, so that's in the future.
Yes, he has the van.
Okay, so he was in a time pocket. I'm just trying to clarify for myself here. He was in the time pocket. He went ahead in time.
Mm-hmm.
Got out somehow. We don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna speculate. And he hops in his fucking rapist van and drives to Avengers Tower.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
Makes sense.
Keep going. Where else you gonna go, right?
Exactly. And with that, he's going to start telling, he's gonna say, hey, I traveled through time. Captain America, Black Widow, Rocket, everyone who's left alive on Earth.
So Rocket's in Avengers Tower.
Yes.
We're assuming Rocket's still on Earth because Groot is gone. Has no spaceship after Infinity War. Thor didn't take him where he needed to go with the Bifrost.
No.
Okay.
I don't believe so, and I know this because the trailer of the Super Bowl shows Rocket with them in the Avengers Tower.
Oh, I didn't know that he was with them. I saw Rocket in there by himself, but I was trying like, fuck, don't watch it.
There's that, and it's really cool because he's wearing his actual costume from the comics in that little clip. But then it shows all of them that are alive walking through the
And Peter Parker's dead at this time.
Yes.
Okay. I'm glad you finally. I'm glad you finally are able to admit to Peter Parker being dead. But keep going.
You see the silhouettes of who's alive, and you can kind of just guess who is who based on kind of their silhouette. But Rocket is a dead giveaway. It's like a 3-foot raccoon.
Remember? So, for those who don't know, Chase is a huge Spider-Man fan. He even dresses in Spider-Man outfits at times.
My last Instagram post was me in my Spider-Man outfit.
Yeah, he's a weirdo. Anyway, when Infinity War ended and Peter Parker went into dust, since that day I've been giving Chase shit about how Peter Parker is dead. He's never coming back, and I've trolled Chase nonstop about this. And then there was a time where, after the first Endgame trailer came out, you were like, pause it at 2 minutes and 14 seconds, and you'll see Peter Parker's face. He's not dead. And then I did it, and I was like, that's the ghost from Ant-Man and the Wasp. And then I had like a millisecond more, and it was his face, but he's still dead.
Yeah, he's under the deceased.
Yes.
List. There's the deceased list and the missing list. Scott, at that point in the trailer, and I'm gonna have to say movie because they're only using the first 20 minutes for all promotional footage, Scott hasn't showed up.
Right.
So it's just Banner kind of going through all of their associates, anyone that could actually help figuring out who is.
How many years in the future is Endgame supposed to be? Do you know?
I just kind of based off interviews from different actors, I believe at least at the most 10.
10 years.
10, because
So hold on. So we see Tony and this is the first trailer again, in some type of spaceship talking to Pepper, sending a message to Pepper.
Yeah.
He stayed on, what the fuck is the name of that?
Titan.
Titan for 10 years?
No.
There's nothing to eat on Titan. Titan was decimated.
Yeah.
Also, he was with Gamora, or not, yeah, Gamora.
He's with Nebula.
Nebula, yeah, Gamora's sister. Gamora's dead.
Him and Nebula take the guardianship.
Because all the other Guardians disappeared.
Because
They died.
Because the only Guardian that left them was Groot and Rocket.
Right.
They went with Thor, and they just took some shit.
I bet you would do morons.
While the rest of them stayed on their ship, and the rest of the Guardians fought with Tony on Titan.
Against Thanos, yeah.
So, naturally, Tony's going to use their ship to leave.
Okay.
However,
but he doesn't know how to drive it.
Nebula's with him.
So if Nebula's with them, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to remember the first Endgame trailer. I only watched it like twice because I don't want to ruin anything for myself. I'm weird like that. I didn't see her in the ship.
You see kind of like she's there looking at him.
So they're just drifting through space for 10 years. They didn't stop at any planet.
No.
Is what you're going.
No, that's not what I'm going.
Okay.
It's the interview with Potts, actress.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yes, that's her name. She's just Potts to me. She's talking about Endgame and says, oh yeah, things are different. Pepper and Tony are married. They have a kid. It's gonna be like 10 years or so after.
So somehow he gets back to Earth.
Somehow he gets back to Earth.
So what that would say is that when we see Tony in the trailer, this is like a week after, and he's sending a message thinking he's gonna die, but somehow he gets back. We don't know how, but he then marries Pepper and they have a kid, and then it fast forwards.
Yeah, and that makes sense because he's specifically like the one time you see him and Pepper actually together on screen, he's trying to convince her to have a kid.
In Infinity War.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he had a dream about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know how much I like that though, right? Like, we've been waiting a whole year for a movie, and then they're gonna go, okay, present day, Tony Stark, this happens, he gets back to Earth, fast forward 10 years.
Could happen.
That'd be ridiculous. They put these movies together too well for it to be that corny.
Yeah, but think about it. The basic premise that is widely believed is they're going to travel through time to get the stones before Thanos can get them.
Because they do know where all of them are.
Yes.
Except for the Soul Stone. Because Gamora was the only one that knew.
Nebula knows.
I don't think Nebula knows.
No, she doesn't. She
because
tells her she knows where it is.
Right, but she doesn't know where it is because then Thanos wouldn't have needed Gamora.
Yeah.
So no one knows where the Soul Stone is. No. Unless they go back to the first Avenger. Because Captain America, the Red Skull, that was the Soul Stone he was... or the Infinity Stone he was working with.
Yeah.
So they're just going to, like, time hop.
Yeah.
To where we know the stones were at this time.
And the main thing with the Soul Stone is you can't possess it without giving up what you love the most. Ooh. With Tony having a child and a wife, that gives Tony two possible things to sacrifice.
I don't think Disney does that.
You don't think Disney does that?
I don't think Disney's sacrificing a wife and a child.
It'll happen.
Like Gamora, like, man, I remember I told you, like, I went to the theaters to see Infinity War first night, and we left and fucking kids were crying.
Yeah. Like, I was crying when I left.
Oh, Jesus.
That Spider-Man scene is rough, dude.
Alright, but, I don't know, man. I don't think Disney's like, oh, here's Tony and his wife. Look at this beautiful family. Fuck them. Sacrifice these bitches.
With that, though, if you know the history of Disney, they do release darker movies, rated R movies, under different banners.
Yeah, but everybody knows it's Disney Marvel.
That's true. Everybody also...
That's why, like, fucking Ryan Reynolds and, like, everything's gonna be different now.
It's true. People also know that Touchstone Pictures was owned by Disney. Disney felt Nightmare Before Christmas was way too dark for their banner, so they put it under the Touchstone banner. They're putting it under the... Even though Disney owns the Marvel...
Yeah.
It's still... You don't see any Disney, logos.
Well, okay, let's back up. So, we're assuming Tony and Captain America die.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Possibly Hulk, but I doubt it.
I doubt Hulk because of how I feel he's going to go into this movie.
Well, and he can't die. Okay, so... From the first wave of Avengers, the only ones that can die are Tony and Captain America. Because Thor's too popular after Ragnarok. They're not getting rid of him, and he's a fucking god now with Stormbreaker. He's not getting fucked up. Black Panther, not going anywhere. The motherfucker just won a fucking Oscar.
Black Panther 2 and Doctor Strange 2 already in development.
Right. Spider-Man can't die. They don't own the rights, and there's another Spider-Man coming in England.
Far From Home.
Right.
And that trailer also can give clues to Endgame.
Let's not go there. So the only ones that can die are Captain America and Iron Man.
Yes.
And I would say, fuck Captain America. Like, Iron Man is... Like, even though, like, Iron Man 2 and Iron Man 3 weren't that great... His character is awesome. Like Tony Stark, like Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark is fucking dope.
Oh, he is.
Like Chris Evans is Captain America, dope, but who cares?
He's playing a Boy Scout.
He plays the same character every movie. Like, have you ever seen the movie The Losers?
I haven't seen The Losers. No.
He plays, they're like mercenaries.
Yeah.
And there's like this really funny scene where he's dancing to Journey song Don't Stop Believing while whooping the shit out of everybody. And then he played the Torch in one of the shitty Fantastic Four movies.
Both of them.
Oh, well, I mean, there's been a reboot since then.
There's two ones that he's in.
Okay, but same character every movie, right? So who gives a fuck about Chris Evans? Kill him. Kill Captain America. Sorry, Chris Evans, if you ever hear this, you won't, but... You know what I mean? Don't take Tony Stark. So what does Captain America love? Bucky.
Bucky, but...
Or, what if he... What's,
Peggy?
Is it Peggy?
Peggy Carter?
Yeah.
She's dead.
Right, but they're going back in time. He knows where the Soul Stone is at that time, because Red Skull has it.
I don't think it
Peggy,
will.
You die of cancer in the future. Fuck you.
No, he says something repeatedly through Infinity War that tells me no.
What's that?
We don't trade lives.
Oh yeah, because
unless it's his life. That's my issue with Captain America.
He can't love himself. I mean, well, you can. But I don't see them playing the Justin Bieber song as Captain America jumps off a cliff.
No, I fully believe Tony is going to craft himself a gauntlet. So he could
do that. I could see him doing that. That'd be...
Captain America is all about not sacrificing anybody.
Why wouldn't Thor go get one?
Why wouldn't Thor?
A gauntlet from the dwarf.
I don't know. The whole forge thing, though, it's broken.
Not in the past. And he can clearly reopen it. And if we're 10 years in the future, they should have fixed that motherfucker. Right
yeah, I don't think they're fixing anything. I think they're all just like, well, Thanos lied. He promised life was going to be great after this. It's not.
Right.
It's terrible.
Right. Where's Thanos at?
On his farm.
He has his own farm.
Yeah, at the end, he's on what I believe is a duplicate version of Titan that he created.
How'd he create with the
stones? So he
snapped his finger. He's like, all right, let me kill half of humanity and make my own planet.
Yeah.
At the same damn time.
He has them all. He can do what he wants.
It's true. Damn.
And so he's on his farm.
Okay.
And...
with little Gamora.
Yes, that one is very unclear.
Okay.
However, because you don't watch these things, the new trailer shows Thor entering a place that looks like it's Thanos' farm.
Uh-oh.
And Thor just has a personal vendetta.
Thor's hunting this motherfucker.
He killed
my
his
brother that tried to kill me multiple times.
That's my favorite scene when he talks about his and Loki's childhood in Ragnarok.
In Ragnarok?
Yeah.
Not in Infinity War when he's telling Rocket
about
he's been dead before.
No.
But this time I think it's real.
It's when he's with the Valkyrie and Banner, and they have Loki tied up.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, he's gonna kill us. He's like, yes, that's who he is. One time, he turned himself into a snake because he knows I love snakes. When I picked up the snake, he turned himself back into himself and said, "Ha, it's me," and stabbed me. Yeah. We were 8.
Yeah.
So even though they have a very...
So Loki is back in Endgame.
He is.
Now, is the Valkyrie?
I'm not positive.
I don't like them as Men in Black, by the way.
I've forgotten about that movie. I know Loki is because there were some set photos leaked from Endgame.
I do remember seeing that as much as I didn't want to.
And it shows Ant-Man and Tony
in New York from Avengers 1.
Yeah.
Which is weird, but I don't know why they would go back to that scene to get the what is that stone? The time stone?
No.
Or not the space stone is what they called it in Endgame or in Infinity War when Doctor Strange and his Walker describing what they are. They called it the space stone, but that is the, what did they call it?
The Tesseract?
Yeah, the Tesseract.
I don't think that's... Loki has 2 stones. The Tesseract and his staff.
The staff is the Tesseract. He put
the staff has the Mind Stone.
The Space Stone.
Mind. No. I'm sorry. Vision has it in his head.
But not in 1. They only have the Tesseract in 1.
There's...
Which is the Space Stone.
Yeah. There's a stone in the scepter. I'm positive.
I think you're right.
And I believe at that point, they are going to think that that's going to be the easiest to get the scepter from Loki during that battle.
Because Avengers 1 is the first time we see that stone, right?
Yeah.
No, Captain America is the first. No.
That's the Soul Stone.
Right. Which is weird, because he buried that shit. How the fuck did the Soul Stone end up on Boromir?
Vormir? It's an all-powerful stone.
True.
When Red Skull tried to use it, it made him the guardian of that stone, and that stone was just like, I'm going home. This place sucks.
I mean, yeah, I can see that, I guess. There's so many options.
There is.
So how does Endgame end in your theory? What do you think?
My theory, and I'm going to bring up this trailer.
The second one?
No, Far From Home.
Okay.
In Far From Home, Peter's back.
Spider-Man Far From Home, for those who don't know.
Peter's back. There's a kind of more of a weird relationship between Aunt May and Tony's assistant.
Tiny.
Tiny?
That's his name, right?
I don't think that's his name. I don't like him. But
I thought it was Tiny.
there's a weird relationship.
I gotta look that up. Keep going.
There's a weird relationship between those two, and just kind of from the movies, anytime there's been any involvement with Aunt May, Tony wants to do it himself.
Right.
Because he's attracted to her. And now that... So Tony's not... Hogan?
What the fuck is his name? Hogan.
Yeah, that's it. Happy. Hogan.
That's what it is. Why do I think Tiny is
I don't
happy?
know.
Okay, keep going. Sorry.
But there's a weird relationship going on between Aunt May and Happy.
Mm-hmm.
And Peter doesn't have the Iron Spider costume anymore. So...
Are you sure he didn't leave it at home?
He left his suit at home.
Okay, and the Iron Spider costume is the one he got in Infinity War?
Yes.
Okay.
So, I believe by the end of it, because of all the time travel, they're going to fix things to the point where he never got off the bus. So he went to MoMA and never got the Iron Spider suit.
MoMA?
MoMA? Museum of Modern Arts.
Is that where that field trip was going?
That's where he was on his way to.
Okay.
Tony asked him where he was going. He was like, I was going to MoMA.
Okay. Didn't even catch that.
Yes. So
I heard him say field trip, but I didn't catch where it was.
He completes his field trip. So, really, only the Avengers who are involved know what happened. And I'm going to have to go out on a limb because he technically is an Avenger. They told him. They filled everybody else in on what happened.
So they tell him later?
Yes.
After Tony's dead?
Tony dies by fixing everything.
How does he die? How do you think he dies?
How do I think he dies?
Can't wield all 6 Infinity Stones because he's not a god or... I mean, he's human. Even with his gauntlet.
It's honestly hard to tell. It's hard to say because it's up in the air. There's still...
How's Cap die?
How's Cap die? I want to say Bucky related.
Does Bucky die?
No, I don't think Bucky dies.
Because they're doing a TV show for Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Bucky and Rocket.
Those, yeah, so and they don't meet
Groot
until...
not come back?
I think Groot will be there. Groot, they give Vin Diesel a separate script. They give him 2 scripts.
For what?
For Groot.
I am Groot?
There is I am Groot, and then there's what Groot is actually saying. So he knows how to say I am Groot. Like, in Infinity War, when they're first introduced, he's like, I am Groot.
You think that's Vin Diesel still doing that? Is the Kid Groot?
That's Kid Groot?
Yeah. Or are they just speeding up his voice so it's high?
It might be.
Or do they
I never looked into it.
Let's look in the credits. I'm gonna look if Vin Diesel is Groot in Infinity War.
But they basically, there's 2 scripts. There's the normal script where it's I am Groot, and then there is the other script of what Groot is actually saying.
Which is what?
Well, I'm assuming in that scene it's something like "fuck you," because they're all like, "Hey,
right.
whoa,
Right.
whoa," because they
so
know
he knows how to
deliver the line,
do the tone. Okay, got it.
And the reason why I know he will be there is because Vin Diesel shared what Groot's last "I am Groot" means when he's fading away.
Oh, hang on. Let me pause real quick.
Yeah.
Just because I'm looking through this cast. Did you know that the dude that plays Vision did a movie where he was some serial killer that mailed like bombs to people, like a real is
that the Unabomber? I don't know.
Yeah, probably the Unabomber. That he played him.
Paul Bentley. Is that his name?
Paul Bettany, yeah.
No.
I saw that before. Like, after... Like, so in Age of Ultron, you don't know that that's Paul Bettany, right? You just know the voice of Jarvis.
Yes.
But, like, me, I didn't know who he was because I never saw him before. And then I saw this movie, and I'm like, motherfucker, that's Jarvis. He's a psycho. Keep going. I'm sorry. I saw his pictures.
Well, I knew it was him only because before I lost all my hair, somebody told me that I looked like him. And I was like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, so Vin Diesel does do it. He is listed in the filmography.
Yes, and the reason why I believe Groot will be in that show is because when he's reaching out to Rocket as he's fading away to dust, he says, I am Groot. And Vin Diesel shared he's actually reaching out to him saying, Dad. So Groot sees Rocket as his father. So there's no way he would not be in that show. And they're also buddies, like...
Right, they're buddies.
They're always together.
I wonder...
Just mobbing around.
I was going to say, I wonder if we'll ever get an origin of that, but I don't think so.
Groot and Rocket?
Yeah.
I don't know the origin of it, just because I haven't looked into it.
And Groot, there's a whole race of Groot.
Yes.
Right, okay.
And it's a language, so they all say I am Groot.
Right, because it's an elective on...
Asgard.
On Asgard. Yeah.
So...
Asgard, as Jeff Goldblum.
Hopefully he's still alive.
Lord of Thunder.
You know, I think if he's alive, he'll help them. He'll help the Avengers.
Goldblum.
Yes.
I don't think he's in it.
Thanos killed his brother. The Collector is the Grandmaster's brother.
Really?
Yeah.
That in the comics?
Yeah, and it's also, if you notice, they have the exact same, like, lipstick or markings on their face.
I didn't notice, but I guess that would make sense.
Yeah, they're siblings.
The Collector's Benicio del Toro.
Yes.
The Mexican Brad Pitt.
I...
You ever looked at Benicio del Toro? Like, you ever seen him?
Well, yeah, I've seen Star Wars.
He's in Star Wars?
Last Jedi.
He is?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not him.
It is him.
As the main fighter jet pilot guy?
No, they recruit him. I'm terrible with Star Wars, but I think his name's Finn. Yes, Finn.
Finn, right?
Finn and weird lady that they introduced and tried to shoehorn a relationship with when he was clearly interested in Rey. He and her...
The Asian girl?
Yeah.
Okay.
They go and recruit him.
Benicio del Toro.
He's like a smuggler, and they go and recruit him to help
He's just
them.
all over Disney right now.
He betrays them.
You're right. I remember this. I remember. Is that Benicio del Toro?
It definitely is.
Okay, well, he looks like fucking Brad Pitt.
I really just...
But the Mexican version.
I don't look at them. I honestly don't look at Brad Pitt after
I'm gonna pull this up on Google.
that Shania Twain diss track about him.
What?
Shania Twain wrote a diss track about Brad Pitt.
She did?
Yeah, about how he doesn't impress her much.
That song's about Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
You know people fact check us, right? All in the comments.
You could look like Brad Pitt, but that ain't impressing me much. I don't listen to country.
I don't think she made that about him.
I think the whole song is about him.
How the fuck? There it is. Benicio del Toro. Brad Pitt. Yeah, these look at them. You can't even tell that apart, really.
They look like they're brothers, except they look like half brothers. They look like their dad had Brad Pitt.
Look at all these.
I definitely see it with them side by side. It honestly looks like they Brad Pitt's dad fathered another child.
Both, yeah.
And
well, I think Benicio's older.
It doesn't matter.
Right.
They have the same dad, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Even though that's not true.
It could be.
They're half brothers.
It could be.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt's dad could have been the milkman in Mexico or wherever the fuck Benicio del Toro's from.
Yeah, and, you know...
You know he was in Snatch?
Brad Pitt?
Well, Brad Pitt and Benicio del Toro.
Oh, I didn't know that. I haven't
He's
seen
Freddy
Snatch.
Fourfinger. You've never seen Snatch?
I just make fun of it.
How the fuck do you make fun of it? You've never seen it?
I don't know. Sometimes I'll like try to hit on him.
You gotta watch Snatch. It's so fucking funny.
I've been hearing I need to watch Snatch.
I've told you this for like 8 years.
Not even you. Like, more than just you. I was like 17 at my buddy's house. He's like, "Have you seen Snatch?" And I was like, "I don't want to watch porn with him." And he sighed and was like, "We're just gonna play Gears of War instead."
Now, don't get it confused with the Amy Schumer Snatch. That movie sucked.
I wouldn't.
It was her and like Goldie Hawn or something.
Yeah,
I
you know,
watched it.
movies that I'm not interested in are...
I watch all movies. I have to tell you this.
Are popular comedians being paired with an older actress who's...
Like that Seth Rogen. And...
That is exactly what I'm talking about. That movie...
What was that? That was like Road Trip. It wasn't called Road Trip, but... Seth Rogen, and who was that? Barbara Streisand.
Yeah, very believable mother-son
That movie
duo.
Dick though, it wasn't funny.
It's
No Seth Rogen movies by itself are funny. No movie like I was thinking about it. Seth Rogen isn't funny. The people around Seth Rogen are funny.
Exactly. Seth Rogen is more, he can play off people to be funny.
I think his funniest scene ever is in 40-Year-Old Virgin and the Want to Know How I Know You're Gay.
With Paul Rudd.
Right. You're playing on Paul Rudd, but like that was a funny scene. Whoever wrote it, I don't know. But I can't think of another funny Seth Rogen scene. I'm thinking right now, I can't. Even in Knocked Up was not funny.
Knocked Up actually scarred me for life.
Is the scene of the birth.
The crowning scene?
Yeah.
I had so many mixed emotions.
Katherine Heigl's vagina.
Well, first it was like, oh my god, vagina. Yeah. And then a baby crowning, and I was like, gross.
I'm trying to think. In the interview's hilarious, but I think it was James Franco. I don't really see much Seth Rogen comedy in that.
No.
I'm trying to think, man. I can't think of a funny Seth Rogen scene.
You know, now that you mention it, like everything, it is either like James Franco, because he's in the TV show Freaks and Geeks with James Franco.
I've never seen that.
You should check it out. But all the comedy that comes from those two in the scenes, it's always James Franco leading it.
Yeah, and then This Is the End.
Pineapple Express.
Pineapple Express, the only funny ones are Franco and Danny McBride.
Yeah. I think it's Seth Rogen kind of likes to try to play the more level-headed friend who gets into these situations with his more...
He's just not funny. Let's just say what it is.
He's not funny.
He's not funny. Damn. I thought I was a Seth Rogen fan for a minute. Like, even in Sausage Party, like, I only watched it once. It kind of sucked. Wasn't that funny. And if there was a funny part, it was like Nick Kroll or fucking...
Oh, yeah.
I just, like, so me and my girlfriend, we just finished watching... She had never seen Parks and Rec. So we watched it all on Netflix, and then I was like, you know what we gotta watch now? Because we've seen Big Mouth. I was like, we gotta watch The League. So we just started watching The League. And Ralphie, I don't know what his real name is, but that motherfucker is hilarious.
Oh, Rafi?
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's Jason Masnowick. I can't even pronounce his last name.
Is that it? In fucking Big Mouth, he's hilarious when he fucks his pillow.
Oh, Jay.
And then that fucking...
Season 2 when he's...
pillow runs off with another dude.
I think it's great when he's conflicted between having sex with a man pillow.
That show's hilarious.
It is.
Nick Kroll is hilarious. I never knew who his friend was, like the one that plays the one with the mustache.
Yeah, him. John Mulaney or something.
Yeah, I never knew who he was before, but he's pretty fucking funny too. And
He
whoever
is.
the girl is, the main girl, she's pretty... That whole show is...
It is.
Fucking genius. Like, I don't watch South Park anymore. I just don't. I can't. I don't know why. I used to watch it when I was younger, but I can't. And
I watch it all the time.
Like, I know, like a lot of adults who watch like South Park or they'll get into Rick and Morty. Like, I can't get into those two. But I was like, ugh. I'm gonna watch F is for Family because Bill Burr is fucking hilarious, right? Love that show.
It's great.
And then I was like, and then my girlfriend was like, oh, I watched this episode of Big Mouth. You should watch it. It's kind of funny. And I was like, kids. It's like fucking South Park. I watched it. Not like South Park.
No.
Way better.
It's not like South Park at all.
No. Way better. And then fucking Coach Steve.
Coach Steve.
And I never saw, like, Nick Kroll, like, in the league. He's not funny. He's just an asshole.
Yeah, he's just a big dick.
But in fucking Big Mouth, he's hilarious. He plays so many characters now.
Oh, I know. I can tell he has... Even though they're different, there's just a part of the voice that sounds similar to his normal talking voice.
Yeah. And then, did you know, Peele is in that? Jordan Peele's in that?
I know he's in it just because I've seen it in the opening credits, but I don't know who he is.
He's the ghost in the attic.
Oh, yeah. That guy.
And it doesn't sound like him at all.
No, it doesn't.
But that shit's hilarious. We got way off track of it.
We did. There is a new episode of Big Mouth coming out, I believe.
A new season?
Episode.
One episode.
It's a Valentine's Day special.
Ooh.
Within, like, the next week or so.
How long is it going to be?
22 minutes to 45 minutes.
I hope it's an hour. If it's, I hope it's an hour. I was like, when F is for Family, the second season came out, or no, it was like the third, right? The last one.
Yeah.
I've watched in like one sitting.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, I need more. Bill Burr's so funny. His dad just came. Fuck.
I love that. That first episode.
The first episode of F is for Family?
No, the first episode of season 3. When Justin Long's character's like, oh, Dad, come on. He's like, I'm gonna come on you.
Who's Justin Long?
Justin Long is his oldest son. With the long hair, and he plays in the band.
Justin Long is the dude from Accepted, right?
Yes.
Doesn't even sound like him. That's fucking awesome.
He's his oldest son
I
in that
didn't even
show.
know that. That's dope. And I swear, like, the neighbor, the cool one.
The Coke head one?
Yeah, I just thought that was fucking Matthew McConaughey.
It's not?
It's not. I don't know his name, but he's pretty famous. He's in a lot of movies, but you never really know his name. He's in Matchstick Men with...
I don't know what that is.
With Nicolas Cage. Oh, I'll pull him up. But I thought that was Matthew McConaughey. Doesn't it sound like him?
It does.
I was like, why is Matthew McConaughey doing fucking F is for Family? It's dope, but that seems...
Why is Matthew McConaughey doing car commercials for Lincoln?
Because they're probably paying him a shit ton. Maybe he wants free Lincolns.
I don't know. I'd do commercials for things if I get free.
Fuck, is it? It's Matchstick Man, maybe.
Are you talking about the movie with Nicolas Cage and there's the bees?
I don't know if there's bees. Sam Rockwell.
Oh, that name sounds so familiar.
Guy.
Yeah, the face and everything.
Even the character, the way it's drawn in F is for Family is Matthew McConaughey.
McConaughey with a mustache.
Right. Which he's done many times in movies.
Oh, yeah. Dallas Buyers Club.
Yeah, where he had AIDS.
I just called out the mustache.
Did you watch that whole movie?
I didn't even watch it.
I tried to, because I try to watch movies that win awards. Like I said, I watch all movies. Like I just watched that new Tiffany Haddish movie over the weekend with my girlfriend. I fell asleep, but she thought this shit was hilarious. But I try to watch all movies. I tried to watch Matchstick Man. Some movies I just can't stay awake through because they're so boring. Like White Boy Rick. Did you hear that?
I don't even know what that is.
That's a McConaughey movie. It's the newest one. And it's a true story. Well, it's based on a true story about a white boy in Detroit.
Is his name Rick?
Yes.
Before you continue, is 18 to Life in the soundtrack of this movie?
I don't know what 18 to Life is. I'm guessing it's a song.
By Skid Row?
Don't know who Skid Row is.
Wow.
Who's Skid Row?
They were a pretty popular glam metal band in the late 80s.
Fuck would I know who that is?
Who's Motley Crue?
I can't name them. I know like the name because white people talk about loving Motley Crue, but I don't know one song they sing.
I would have to say, just from my uncles and my mom, Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses, and Skid Row were like.
And I know
The
who
best.
Guns N' Roses are, but I can't name a Guns N' Roses song.
Welcome to the Jungle.
Is that Guns N' Roses?
That is. Yeah.
I thought that was AC/DC.
No.
That's AC/DC.
No, that is not.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and
That's
games.
Guns N' Roses. That's Axl Rose.
How positive are you?
100.
I thought that was AC/DC. I know no AC/DC songs.
AC/DC is like Thunderstruck, TNT.
I know TNT.
That's AC/DC.
Because I'm Dynamite.
Yes. There you go.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway, White Boy Rick.
White Boy Rick. Okay, so it's based on a true story of a cocaine dealer. So he was first an FBI informant.
Yeah.
So like him and his dad sold guns. Matthew McConaughey plays the dad. They sold guns on the street, but he was a licensed gun dealer. In the movie, so I only saw part of it because I fell asleep. But, the FBI comes to the dad's house, and they're like, "We're gonna put you in jail. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Who are these people? Snitch on them." He's like, "I've never seen them." Rick comes out of his room. He's like, "I know who they is," and that's how he talks. He's like, "This one dead. That one dead too," and he becomes an FBI informant for money. And the FBI gives him coke to go get information from a coke dealer, and then he ends up going rogue and gets arrested by the FBI. But they did the story shittily, because if you Google it, that motherfucker was a snitch that went to the FBI to be a snitch, and then was like, "You know what, I'm gonna try to sell drugs." Like, who the fuck is like, "I'm an FBI informant, you know what, fuck this, let me sell drugs," even though the FBI knows exactly who the fuck I am.
I believe that's something that Tanashi 69 fellow would try. To be honest, if I'm just gonna be honest
It's
about
Takashi.
that. I don't care.
He's snitching on his homies.
I know.
You saw that?
I did.
I don't know what to say about that, right? Because the code of the streets is you do not snitch.
No.
You do your time. But I don't know that he was about that life, right? Like, there's like I've researched it a bit, and like Shoddy, do you know the names of his associates?
No.
So Shoddy is the dude that went to he got arrested with 6ix9ine and went into jail, and when the judge was like, "How do you plead?" He was like, "We don't bend, we don't break. It's Treyway." That was his plea.
Yeah,
like, he didn't say
that's
guilty or
sweet.
not guilty. He just said, "We don't bend, we don't break. It's Treyway."
All right.
So he is like a big leader in the Bloods, right?
Yeah.
6ix9ine was a persona, and he he probably had a lot of people hate him, and he probably is from the hood, but I don't think he was a player, right? Like, he wasn't slinging drugs, he wasn't busting caps, he wasn't anything, but he was a good internet troll.
Oh yeah.
And they were like, and Shoddy was like, "This is our way out." So they pushed behind him, and they're like, "Okay, you're Treyway now, you're a Blood." And he wasn't, but he was like, "Okay, this is gonna get me more fame," and it did, and he got famous. And now he's sitting behind the bars like, "I fucked up, and I don't want to spend my life in here with grape jelly and tossed salad being all around the place. Let me get the fuck up out of here."
Really, what I believe.
So I don't need, sorry, cut you off. I don't think you can categorize it as snitching, because he was a civilian that got brought into it.
Were they friends?
Shoddy and 6ix9ine?
Yeah.
Before 6ix9ine got on?
Just in general, at the point where
Before 6ix9ine got famous?
No, just at this point where he starts snitching on him, are they friends?
Hard to say, right?
Yeah.
Because he went on the Breakfast Club the day before he got arrested and said he fired everybody. He don't trust none of them. Fuck them. He even said he created Treyway, and without him, there's no Treyway. Which is a whole fucking gang that you just went on and dissed. And the FBI was like, "All right, we arrested 6ix9ine early because we thought people were going to kill you."
Okay, so more of business associate then.
So I don't know, right? Like, people were about to kill me. I got picked up, and now we're all like, "You're gonna try to kill me in jail." But you can't snitch. I don't know, man. That's rough. You would snitch, wouldn't you?
No.
You would snitch.
I didn't. No. There was an altercation at a previous job where the supervisors were not around, and it's a call center. So when they came out of their meeting, they said that there was
CP?
No. I don't want to say the name of this company.
Okay.
But there was kind of a physical altercation between me and another coworker, and we squashed our beef like right after, and somebody snitched on us, and when they called us both in, we said we didn't know what they were talking about. Like, they did separately.
You got in a fight?
Yeah. It didn't like turn into actual like fist throwing, but
it was just verbal.
Very verbal.
Okay.
Very up in each other's face, screaming.
Would you have thrown a punch?
I told him he had two options. We can either shake hands and just end this like men, or he can take a step outside into the parking lot, and I will.
That's like only something a white person would say.
I know, because I'm white.
We could shake hands right now and this would be over. Or we could go fucking throw these hands right now.
Yeah, I said that, except I didn't say throw these hands.
Right.
I said I'll knock you the fuck out. And the curious thing about this man was like probably like 5'11", 300 pounds. He stared me down for a good while, and I think it's just because...
Before the altercation? Before the verbal?
No.
How'd the altercation start?
So, we were joking around at first, talking about ruining each other's lives, blah, blah, blah. And it was fun and games, and he's like, I'm gonna give your roommate $500 to ruin your life. And my roommate was right there. He's like, okay, cool. You know what? I'll just take $500. Chase's life sucks enough already.
I know where this is at now. Okay, keep going.
Yeah. And
shares the same campus with me.
Yeah.
Keep going.
And at that point, my son's mom and I had like just broke up like 15 minutes prior.
The first time.
Yes. And he was like, I'm gonna give you a girl $500 to ruin your life. And I was like, okay, hey, stop. 1, not my girl. 2, we're done. He did not stop.
Okay.
And so, admittedly, because of my size, I make outlandish threats in hopes that people will back away. And so I told him if he doesn't stop, I'm going to stab him in the fucking eye with a pen. And I had a pen in hand.
This is while you were at work?
Yes, while I was at work. Very professional.
Recommendation for anybody who has a job: don't do that at work.
Do not do this at work, children.
Do not do that. Do not do that.
And that's what he got up in my face. Took his headset off, got up into my face.
How close? Nobody can see us, so you have to explain.
Yeah. Our noses are touching.
That's fucking...
It's close. It's very close.
Okay.
Up in my face, screaming. Tilts his glasses down to the bridge of his nose and is like, right here. Do it fucking right here. And this guy...
Pointing at what, his eyeball?
Yeah.
Okay.
And, I'm sorry, listeners. And this man is known for having terrible breath. It's just known. And because I switch between, like I am a responsible white man and troll at work, I went immediately into troll mode.
Why you gotta be a responsible white man? Can't you just be a responsible person?
Because it paints this picture that I'm wearing like khakis and polos and whatnot.
Not only white people wearing khakis.
That's what I think about when I think about white people. Damn. And I'm white. But
oh Jesus.
Bad breath, and so I switched into troll mode and told him that his breath smells like shit and I'd like him to back up.
That's not trolling, that's telling the truth.
I feel like it's trolling because I don't think it was necessary at that point, because I wasn't yelling. I was just like, your breath smells like shit, you need to get out of my face.
Okay.
So I feel like it was more of that. And that's when he went like crazy, like, my mama breath smell like shit. You talking shit about my mama? I was like, what?
What the fuck?
Exactly. I was like, I don't I don't know what that means. And my roommate popped up and was like, hey, kid on the way. You need a job. Rent is due in a week. And I just looked at him. I didn't say anything. And I turned and was like, all right, listen. We can shake hands right now and end this like gentlemen, or we can go out in the parking lot and I'll knock you the fuck out. He sat down. He actually sat down, went to the break room and bought me a grape crush and was like, all right, peace offering.
I feel like a grape crush is something he's trying to Chris Hansen, you know.
Like what? Like
he's gonna come to your home and just pop out. Be like, hey, motherfucker.
You know, I thought
I gave you a grape crush.
I thought he was at first. He lived around the area I lived in, and after that I noticed he would follow me most of the way home. So I was like, oh, I'm either going to have some non-consensual sex tonight or I'm going to be in the hospital. Either way, it sounds like I'm not going to have a good night.
Right.
So, but, you know.
And then you got called in the supervisor's office.
Yeah, we did.
Both denied. And nothing happened?
We both denied nothing happened.
Right, and no punishment from
no
the employer.
punishment. And they did it separately.
Of course, yeah, that's how they do it.
Yeah.
Divide and conquer.
On my day off, they called him in. Next day was his day off. They called me in. And both of us, I don't know what you're talking about. We're like friends.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happened. The point is, you don't snitch. That guy technically was a business associate.
Now, let's flip that. It's an assault charge and you're in jail. And they're like, Chase, you're gonna get locked up for 5 fucking years. What happened?
What jail?
All around here, you're gonna be county.
County?
Locked down 23 and a half hours a day.
Okay.
In a dorm room with 12 other dudes in there for various crimes.
Okay.
If you're in there for assault, you're probably going on mid security, so there might be some players in there.
Might be some players. I need more information. Like, who am I snitching on? Exactly.
Same dude.
Dude?
Yeah, you both got locked up. Boom, police came. Police said they saw a punch thrown because police add shit all the time. Unfortunately. You're in there, your lawyer's there, the prosecutor's there, they got you in a room. They're like, all right, who threw the first punch, Chase? If it wasn't you, you go home. If we don't figure it out, we give you both 5 years.
I'm gonna sell
in 5 years. It's not counting. County's just holding. 5 years, probably go to Geiger. Maybe you go to a prison.
Maybe a prison.
Yeah.
When does this take place? Like this year, next year? Tomorrow. You know what? I'm and it's just 5. I'm not snitching.
Good.
It's just 5 years. I'll be back. On my bullshit.
5 years of your kid's life.
Well, see, he's like a year and a half now, and so I'll miss the terrible twos, the awful toddler stuff, potty training. I'll come back when he's 6. He's like, I'm going to school, Dad. I'm like, all right. Let me take you.
You're not allowed within a school zone now. No, yes, you are. You're not a child predator.
Yeah.
Different crime. All right, let's switch to crime then. They bust into your house tomorrow. They raid the house. They got you and your roommate fucking bound up in separate cars. They come out and like, we found a terabyte of kiddie porn. All hypothetical, but we're saying they take you to jail, right? And they're like, is it yours or is it his? 10 years federal prison.
I feel like that's not like a snitching situation.
How is that not snitching? That's the same thing if we switch it to cocaine.
So, it's gonna be on a computer, right?
Which you both have access to.
We don't, though. That's the thing. We have separate computers. You're trying to say because they're accessible to us, right? That's what the police are going to go off of.
Exactly. That's what they do. I'm not even shitting you. If they broke in here right now and they were like, where are all these fucking movies from? No. Chase, you're going to jail. You don't even fucking live here.
I'll be like, I don't even live here.
They don't give a shit.
Well, it's what, like a $50,000 fine or whatever?
I don't know.
500. It's something.
It's like $500,000. I don't know.
$500,000 or jail time.
Yeah. You got a fucking hacked Amazon stick in this motherfucker.
I'm running. I know I'm gonna be caught, but I'm running.
Alright, so you and your roommate, back to that.
Back to that one.
Are you saying it's your roommate?
Am I saying it's
Because think about this now. So 10 years federal prison. And then you can't even take your kid to school because you're paying, and you got to register as a sex offender. If you don't snitch.
You know, I'm not going to snitch on that one.
Ooh.
I'm going to go to jail.
You know what happens to child molesters and fucking...
They get beat.
They die. They get murdered.
I would rather die than snitch, is what I'm trying to say. So...
Alright. It's respectable, as Birdman would say.
Yeah. I'll die.
Oh my god, I can't believe it. I don't believe you for some reason.
Well, I mean... Here's the thing. With that charge, I'm basically going to live my life terribly.
Why? If you just say it's his, prosecutor goes, okay, all charges drop.
Yeah, but
doesn't show on the record.
Then with that, I have to live with the fact that now, like, he's also a dad. He has 2 kids.
He's watching fucking Kitty Porn. Fuck that dude.
Okay, in this hypothetical situation, I'm still not snitching.
Oh man, I could get so much darker, but I feel like we want people to watch this and not, or listen to this and not be like, these dudes are fucked up.
I'm still gonna stand
I'm gonna
fast.
stop it right there.
Snitches get stitches,
That's
and in
true.
that case, I just die.
So you know who DJ Vlad is, right?
No, is he a vampire?
No. He used to be a mixtape DJ back when I was younger, in middle school, high school. Now he just has a YouTube channel called Vlad TV.
Yeah.
He'll interview rappers all the time. He interviewed a rapper, a Chicago rapper. I can't remember his name. I listened to his music together. It wasn't for me. So fuck. Can't remember his name. But anyway. Vlad asked the question. Somebody breaks in your mother's house. You're there. They tie you up. They kill your mother in front of you. The police come and ask you who did it. What do you do? What do you say?
That's a completely different situation, I feel.
No, it's not.
No, because with that, I'm a witness. And I've been in this situation. Unfortunately, that's not how it goes. This is somebody who broke into the house. They're not there. There's gonna be forced entry. I tell at least one person where I'm at. So, forced entry, everyone knows I'm at least one person knows that I'm going to my mom.
I'm not saying the police are saying you killed them.
Oh, they want to know who did it?
Yeah. Do you tell them who did it?
Still completely different situation. I'll give a description because I'm assuming I don't know who did it. Like, I don't know them. Like, can't be like, oh,
no,
yeah.
The question was, you know who did it.
Oh, I know who did it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You watched it.
Yeah. Then
You give the name?
I would give the name on
That's
that
snitching.
one. That's snitching?
And he said no. And his name's Lil Bibby, I just remembered.
Little Bibby.
Yeah. He said, no,
No.
I don't give a fuck. I will not tell, and
I'll
I will go
snitch on
kill
that.
that motherfucker. And then he asked other rappers, and like he asked like China Mac, who's a New York Asian rapper. Said, nope, I'm not snitching either.
Those guys are a lot harder than I am. Because with an assault or kidney porn charge, I will not snitch.
So
Somebody
you'll do
kills my
jail
mom.
time, but when jail time's not an option, you're snitching.
Oh, yeah. Of course. Going to jail increases my street cred. So,
Oh, fuck.
of course.
That'd be a crazy situation.
That would be, like...
I don't know that I would snitch either because I would want revenge.
I know for a fact that that would be my revenge. Would be to snitch on them because I'm not physically capable of overpowering this person. I'm not physically capable of overpowering
A gun
a
or
lot of people.
overpower anybody.
not magic.
A gun will overpower magic.
Yeah, well,
So you, I guess we're just different. I would, like, I don't see jail as enough punishment, right? Like, you get to, like, we bitch about our lives because we have to go to work.
Oh, yeah.
Work sucks.
yeah,
You go to
Blink-182
jail.
told me that.
You go to jail, you don't gotta work no more. You got a free life. Like, jail would suck, prison would suck, but you get some of the shittiness from this life, you trade it for that shittiness.
I can handle like at least 5 years, jail, prison, whatever. That would be my max
For you,
for me.
because
So-
you've never been to jail.
No,
It sucks.
and I feel like I'm too soft. So whatever's going on out here, I can describe my problems to like you, and you can just do that's nothing.
Right.
While I'm over here, like I'm filled with anxiety and sleepless nights over this, and you laughed in my face and told me it's nothing.
I have done that.
I know. I go to jail. If I know it's more than 5 years, kill me or I'm ending my own life.
You're Aaron Hernandez, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Peace, guys.
My cousin Taylor, you don't know this. We haven't talked about this stuff. We haven't talked about a lot of shit in a while. He's back in jail. Allegedly, I don't know. I haven't talked to him, but from sources I've gotten is he was out of jail for a week because he had went back on a warrant
Yeah.
for something a long time ago. Out of jail for a week, got high on meth, pulled a gun on his baby mom in a car, got another DUI with being a felon and threatening someone. He's probably getting like 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not the
But
situation I'd be in.
He likes it.
I can see that.
He doesn't give a shit about 5
I
years.
can see that.
It's like, it's fucked up. Like, so he's been in and out of jail since he's like 8 years old.
Wow.
It's just his life now. Like, he wasn't, like me and you, like, I went to jail one time and I was 18. Never again after that or before that. You've never gone. So we learned all of, like, our social responsibilities as a man.
Yeah.
Right? I gotta pay bills. You gotta take care of your kid. He got out of jail with a kid. He had nowhere to stay. It's like, okay, look, Taylor, you haven't ever dealt with this shit. Go get a job. You gotta pay rent. You gotta take care of a kid. And he was like, I fucking hate this.
Yeah, like it sounds like he's like institutionalized. Like
Yeah.
this is where I have to be able to thrive.
Right. Which sucks, man.
That does.
That sucks real bad. But he, I don't know. French toast on Tuesdays. He loves it.
I would not like that. Because I prefer French toast on Fridays.
He tried to call me from jail.
Yeah.
But I didn't answer. I switched phone providers. I switched to Xfinity Mobile, which was a mistake. But I'm stuck for a little bit now. And I didn't answer the first one. And then he left a voicemail, so I heard that it was from a correctional facility, and then he said his name. And then I got a call from Xfinity Mobile, like an automated service that said, don't answer these type of phone calls. You'll be charged $5 a minute from us.
Gosh.
Like, what the fuck? like this is 2019, bro. Like, there's no more collect calls. Them motherfuckers ain't got to call collect. You gonna charge me $5 a minute?
Oh man, Xfinity is really struggling for money.
They're not.
No, I was being very sarcastic. They bought what, Universal?
Like Comcast and fucking Disney are gonna own the world. Comcast, Disney, and Verizon will soon own like everything.
Yeah.
I was having a conversation yesterday with the Super Bowl with my friend's wife. And what did we saw the Toy Story 4
Oh, I'm not watching that trailer.
It's like 30 seconds or like 20 seconds. It gives nothing away. And I was like, isn't it funny how like Disney used to just own the kid market and now just Pixar does it? she was like, I think Disney owns Pixar. And we Googled it. And Disney does own Pixar. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
fuck.
Pixar was an Apple company, I believe, at first.
Wow. Disney owns too much, man. And they're going to let them fucking buy Fox. Like,
Oh, that's done. There's just kind of...
No, but I don't even understand what the fuck the FCC is for anymore, right? Like, they blocked, like, when AT&T was going to buy T-Mobile.
Oh, I remember that.
They blocked it. They're like, no, you can't be a fucking conglomerate.
Yeah, I worked for AT&T at the time.
Or a monopoly.
Yeah.
But they'll let fucking Comcast buy NBC. And then, like, that kind of makes sense.
That makes sense.
Comcast didn't own a channel, but they own cable.
Yeah, they were a cable provider, so they basically would stream all the other channels, but so buying that does not
turn them into monopoly.
It's not a threat of a monopoly.
Although Comcast does have a monopoly in areas like right now where we're at. You can't get Time Warner, you can only get Comcast.
Yeah.
But you go into Post Falls or Coeur d'Alene, you can't get Comcast, you don't get Time Warner. So they allow them to have monopolies in areas.
Oh, you can get Dish.
Does Dish do internet?
Oh, yeah.
CenturyLink and Dish have a deal together.
Yeah, they've combined together.
But they're not the same company. One doesn't own the other.
So.
They just partner.
Yeah, they partnered up and it's all under one bill.
Right. But so you can get CenturyLink?
There are, yes, you can.
Okay, but that's a DSL-based system still, right? So there's a hub and we all share off one where fiber optic is cable.
Yeah.
And like in California, my aunt's area, AT&T is the only home internet you could get. Like they have a monopoly on areas.
Yeah.
But like Disney can buy whatever the fuck they want. They got Marvel, they got
Lucasfilms.
They got Pixar, they have, what was the one you said for The Nightmare Before Christmas? Touchstone. Like, what the fuck, man? They can own every goddamn movie company? Soon they'll own DC.
I believe Touchstone they created as a subsidiary to put out more adult-based and darker films.
So they created Touchstone?
They created it. So it's not... So they didn't buy it. One, like, they've created...
But see, like, for the FCC, they didn't have to go through the FCC to buy Lucasfilms.
No.
And they didn't have to go through to buy Marvel.
No, because those are
Fox.
films. Fox, they were...
No, they weren't films at the time. They were...
For LucasArts?
Lucas was.
That's just movies.
But Marvel wasn't.
Marvel, when they bought them?
They hadn't put out any movies yet, had they?
I don't know on that portion.
Not under their own name.
I'm not positive.
They licensed it out like Spider-Man.
Yeah, I believe that is, but I'm not positive when Disney actually...
Bought Marvel. Right. But I'm going to assume it was after Marvel had done some movies like X-Men.
That was all under Fox.
Right. With Marvel. And then Disney bought Marvel, but Fox still has X-Men.
Yeah, because Marvel doesn't own... They only owned the... They
don't own the movie rights.
Yes, no movie rights.
Right,
just comic rights.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, when they bought Marvel, maybe it was because Marvel wasn't a film company.
Yeah, it could have been something like that.
So the FCC has to allow them to buy Fox, which it's weird because Disney owns ESPN. You know that, right?
No.
Okay, well, now you do. They own ESPN and ABC.
I know ABC.
Okay.
That's blatantly obvious.
Okay. Well, they own ESPN, which is a sports network. Mm-hmm. And the only other, like, real player in the sports network game is Fox Sports 1. But as part of this merger, they don't get Fox Sports.
Yeah, they get, like, specific things.
Right, which is weird.
It is.
I don't get it.
It could be.
And what the fuck? Why does that matter? Why does the FCC got to get involved in that, but they won't get involved in the other shit? Like, yeah, let T-Mobile buy Sprint. Who gives a shit? Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Nobody likes Sprint anymore.
I had Sprint for, like...
When we worked there?
Yeah. I had Sprint until I broke it off with my fiance. She canceled her line of service, which got an early termination fee.
I remember. I didn't know she was your fiance at that time.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I'm pretty sure you referred to her as your girlfriend.
I was not, like, fully on board. It was one of those more comfortability situations, like, we were all together through high school, so let's just keep on trucking.
Right.
And kind of at that point, it was like, I hate you.
Oh, I remember that.
Good times.
Awkward time.
Good female choices.
But yeah, like nobody cares about Sprint anymore. Just let them buy it. And then like that'll be better for America with 5G. Like that'll be another internet player, and then, but I see them like being like, nope, can't buy Sprint because Comcast has the monopoly. Once 5G's out there, you don't necessarily need a cable connection anymore. You have 5G. But because it's politics, and there's lobbyists, I feel like it's gonna get blocked.
More than likely.
It's fucked up.
I know.
Like, we're a free country, but we're not free.
No.
Like, a business can't even buy another business without the government saying yes or no.
Revolution, dude.
It's just like the net neutrality shit. Did you follow that?
I didn't. But everything I heard, I was like, no.
Right, but they passed it. But states, Washington being one, was like, fuck you guys. We're not doing this.
Yeah, I'm happy for that.
And they wrote in their own laws to where they don't have to abide by that shit. Which is also weird in itself, right? There's a federal government and then there's a state.
Yeah.
Like, legalized weed. Like, in this state, it's legal, but the federal government will fuck you right in the ass if they catch you with that shit.
Oh, yeah. You're in Newport, Washington, right next to Priest River, Idaho.
Right.
With that, you got your weed, and you're like, yeah, cool, it's in your car, whatever, glove box it, and then you go to your buddy's house, 5 minutes away, in Idaho, you get pulled over, weed, sorry, boy.
Did this happen to you?
No.
Okay. But it could.
No, it literally can happen.
Right, because Priest River and Newport they literally, you could step over that border.
You can't, they're touching tips. Like, it's... Sometimes I don't even know if I'm in Idaho or Washington in that area.
Is it legal in Oregon?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was going to say, like, Vancouver, Oregon. But I think Washington and Colorado were the first two, right?
It was Colorado, Washington, Oregon.
Oregon was one of the first?
I think so.
I thought it was, like, Washington, Colorado, and that was it at first.
At first it was. It was like those two.
So, like, Vancouver, Portland could have got fucked right in the ass. Although I feel like just because it's Portland, like, the cops are like, yeah, who gives a shit? It's fucking Portland.
It was like, I think it was that order, like, Colorado, Washington, Oregon, California.
But that's weird.
Other states have popped up.
Do you know a lot about, like, what you can buy at the weed store?
No.
I don't know shit.
Oh, like the products you can buy?
No, like the quantity.
The quantity?
Yeah, could you go in there and buy like a pound?
I don't believe so. I'm not.
Because they limited it?
I think it's limited. I've never had to buy anything that much before. So.
Because I wonder, like, right? So, like, because the federal government, they can still fuck you in the ass. You go into one of those stores, let's say you're like, oh, I'm going to buy a pound. I don't know if you can. We'll get a weed head in here for one of these and we can talk about it in more depth. But you buy a pound and the FBI raids your house and says you were going to distribute that shit and you go to federal prison.
I don't think you would get in trouble for that. You would get in trouble for, like, not having a license. You need a license to sell it, I believe.
Right. I'm not saying you were going to sell it.
But
I'm saying you bought a pound.
Yeah, but because of the laws.
But look at it like this. So back in the day, right? I know this because I used to move drugs. If you got caught with even an ounce of weed, they would say you had intent to distribute.
Yeah.
And they would throw charges on you. So now they can't, cops, but the FBI could. Or the ATF.
They could.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's fucking weird. Like, why is there fucking... Like, I understand, like, you need a government, but why do you need two different levels of it at state? These are too fucking big. Our country's too goddamn big, Chase.
What, are you saying we need to trim off the fat?
I think it would operate much better if it were smaller. That's what I'm saying. Because we're too big. Like... if a law changes, people are fucking pissed. Like fucking Obamacare, right? Like this is the thing that I think about. Like, so like there's liberal, conservative. I don't give a shit. There's Democrat, Republican, fucking all these fucking terms. I don't know. Uneducated.
Rent is too damn high.
Uneducated education, right? There's liberals, far left wing, far right wing, whatever. I've learned by just watching shit. Left is liberal, right is conservative.
Yeah.
You think about like the election now, right? Or the last election, like nobody wanted either president.
No.
But the liberals didn't want Trump. Republicans, the right or conservative, whatever the fuck you want to call them, they didn't want Hillary, but they didn't want Trump either. But look at it, like people, like the big media places are like, how the fuck did he get in? Like fuck that, we didn't vote. But if you think about it, right, our country is like this. We have coasts, boom, New York, Boston, Florida, all that, all down the East Coast. Then we have the West Coast, Washington, Oregon, California. They're all about change. They're all about innovation. They're all about the fast life. But then you bring it inside to the rest of the country that nobody gives a shit about. What do they want? We're too fucking big.
Mayonnaise on things.
But think about that. Like, so New York and LA, they have huge populations, right?
Yeah.
Like 3 million each, something like that.
It's up there.
Something. But America has hundreds of millions of people that live in Kentucky, fucking Nebraska, fucking Iowa, right?
Yeah.
And they don't want change. They want shit to stay the same, which is fine, and everybody's entitled to their opinion. I have no qualms with that, right? But it's like we're too fucking big of a country for anything to happen. This fucking deficit never going away. We're too big. They have to keep spending. There's candidates that are like, let's get rid of Medicare, let's get rid of Social Security. Okay. What the fuck is that going to do? Our deficit is like hundreds of trillions of dollars. You don't think we're too big?
I've never thought about it.
Okay.
To be honest, a lot of things with like politics and everything, I honestly should be paying attention. But honestly, I'm just more into Pokemon and comics.
Right, and I'm with you. I don't really pay that much attention into shit. But like even so, as I get older, I'm not paying more attention to politics, but I pay attention to my future. And then I talk to older people about like investing and all that kind of stuff, right? And they'll get into like politics like this. Like people are happy with this administration because of taxes, like get a tax break. Which, even though, like, I just filed my taxes today, and I get less back than I got last year.
Oh, me too.
It's fucking weird. But whatever. I don't know. Just, like, talking about that shit. Like, I just... Like, think about it right now. Like, the country... The federal government decides we're going to drive on the fucking left side of the road, or we're going to switch over from standard to metric. It couldn't happen.
Oh no,
we're too fucking big.
I don't think we're too big. I think there was a point where we're able to do this, but now we just can't. It'll be pandemonium
because we're too fucking big.
You could say that we're too big, but it's still we're set in those ways. You're gonna be it's
because we're too big. Because look at it like this, right? So let's say like California is like. Fuck yeah, give me avocados all day.
Yeah.
I'm saying this because of the fucking, like, any California pizza or menu item has avocados, right? But Iowa is like, fuck that. Give me a fucking ham sandwich, bitch. It's because we're too big. They couldn't, like, there's too many ideas from one side of the coast to the other to meet in the middle and everything be like, okay. It can't happen.
With the whole metric and left side driving, I look at it like technology and old people. Not all of them.
Okay.
But you give like my grandma, best example. I'm over there multiple times a month to literally turn on her ringtone. Grandma, this button, push it.
Right.
So it's switching something like that It's like she's set in her ways.
Right.
This is new and everything's confusing.
But that's one of a few, right? Cause
yeah,
like,
that's like just a generation.
How old's your grandma?
In her 70s, 75, 76.
Okay. So look, I'm gonna give you this example. I recently in October went and visited my grandma, who's 87. She can fucking text.
Yeah, totally down with it.
I didn't even fucking know she text, but we text now.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not everyone, not all old people.
It's a generation thing. That's a generation thing.
But my grandma's from a different generation than your grandma.
Yeah.
Because it's a 10-year generation.
Yeah, something like that. But changing something for a whole country where you have multiple generations who have been taught this. I'm not going to go to metric.
But we're too big.
Yes.
Look at Europe, like the Brexit shit, like the UK switching their currency. They said, "Fuck you, fuck the rest of Europe. We're gonna do our own thing," and they did it because they're smaller.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like if Washington was like, "Fuck you, we don't want to use the dollar no more." They're not like, okay, we're gonna sell fucking Washington. They're like, nope, you got to do it. And even if like it was like Washington, Florida, like, we're gonna switch to fucking Bitcoin. Just hypothetical. We're too big of a country. Even if the federal government was like, all right, we're gonna switch to fucking Bitcoin, turn in every dollar that you have, and we'll exchange it for currency in Bitcoin. The country, it couldn't happen. It would take fucking 10 years for that to happen.
I don't even think it would take 10. I think it would take way longer.
Like 100, because we're too fucking big.
It just couldn't happen.
Right. Like, even that universal healthcare shit, we're too big. They can't regulate healthcare because we're too fucking big, and everywhere has a different cost of living, and everywhere has a different cost of medical shit.
I don't know. Either cut out Iowa or split us into two different states. Countries.
Two different countries.
Yeah, two different.
I think at that point, we're still too big. I think we'd have to go the Europe route and split into a bunch of different smaller countries.
That might honestly be the best choice in everything.
Because, like, think about, like Bernie Sanders. You know who he is?
Yeah.
He wants socialism.
Yeah, he's grandpa.
We're too fucking big. Like, Canada can do it because they've always been, like, I don't think they're socialists, but, like, universal healthcare, right?
Yeah.
And Europe has that, too. They've always been like that. But now, because we're so fucking big, these doctors are going to be like, you want to tell me how much I can charge to cut somebody's fucking dick off? Fuck you. I'm not going to do that. We're too big. And there's too much greed.
That is. It's also could be how countries are founded, too, that go into it.
How so?
Look at China. Everything's like, traditional.
Monarchy.
This is you do this, honor. Whatever. I don't exactly know how they were founded, but I know it's honor bound.
I don't think
we were revolting, and we revolted.
Right. But that's not how we were found.
Founded through a revolt.
Yeah, America wasn't founded through a revolution. It was founded by explorers and then conquering.
We're a British territory. We weren't.
Right, but we conquered what was here.
The British did.
And Spain.
We became
Spain too.
Like everybody that came over, like we stole it,
right,
for ourselves,
right,
and then there became a point where we were like, no, because we have all these different cultures here. What? Europe, different parts of Europe, Spain. At that point, they were like starting to form their own ideas. They didn't agree with that, so they revolted.
Right.
So.
But we were already a country.
We're a territory. It's different.
There were states.
Yeah, but a territory is different than a country.
Right.
A territory is ruled by another...
Governing, right, okay. Another governing.
We didn't have our own government.
Now, you brought up China and, like, the honor thing. I think you're thinking more Japan, but we can talk about China.
Japan is basically China.
But it's not.
It's not.
Completely different.
It's like Kirtland yogurt and Go-Gurt.
Kirtland.
They're very similar, but
they're not.
They are not. I strongly prefer Go-Gurt. I don't strongly prefer China or Japan. I'm gonna go out and say Japan because that's where Pokemon come from. But I do love orange chicken.
I don't think Orange chicken is from China. Anyway, so they're a monarch thing, right? Like a couple families run it, but they also have a governing body.
They're a dynasty.
It's like even
something
England.
Like England.
Yeah, even England has it.
Where they have their where they do have their rulers, like the monarchs.
Now in the Middle East, they're still kings and those kind of things.
I have not a clue what's going on over there.
There's so many countries. It's so big.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Since before I was born.
Yes.
And I'm just like trying to jump into like episode 500 of Days of Our Lives and try to figure out what happened and what's gonna.
Did you see the movie Vice with Christian Bale as Dick Cheney?
Not yet. No.
Oh, I watched that. That's pretty good. Actually,
the first time I saw him as Dick Cheney, I didn't think they were making a movie about Dick Cheney. I thought they were making a live-action Bob's Burgers movie, and he was playing one of the customers that is there all the time. Like, that's what I thought.
Oh, man.
I was like, oops.
Well, either way, Chase, we're too fucking big of a country. For any real change to happen, we gotta shrink. But I don't know how that would look.
Probably not good.
Why not? I think it'd be better.
Ocean floor the ocean would take us if we shrunk. Rick Moranis style.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. There's.
I think it's inevitable.
California was talking about it.
Splitting off. Florida.
Washington, I've heard, is also. So I think the best way to kind of see how that would happen is to look at their proposals for becoming two different states.
Well, at one point, it got initially passed through a vote that California wanted to split into 3 separate states because of the flow of money in the state.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's going to happen with that. I don't fucking live there anymore, so who gives a shit? But I don't think each state can be its own country.
No, it would be groups of them.
I'm thinking about Rhode Island as its own country.
It'd be like...
That's smaller than fucking Luxembourg.
You would look at it like maybe Washington, California, Oregon, Idaho, Montana. Maybe that.
I don't think that would work. Too many different ideals, right? Like maybe like
more.
Because even like Northern California and Southern California have different ideals.
Split California into 2.
Like just top and bottom.
Yep, top and bottom.
But then think about that. Like Northern California, like that's Silicon Valley, right? Like all the tech companies.
Yeah.
And Montana in the same country? Fuck no. Montana ain't doing none of that shit.
You play Far Cry 5.
Yeah, I did. Bring a fucking Tesla to Montana. Watch what happens.
I filed a claim with a Tesla in Montana, so you know it happened.
Did you really?
Yeah. Dude's address was in Montana.
Well, a lot of celebrities own property in Montana.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're probably up there. But I'm just saying, like, Montana is so far reserved. Like, I fucking feel weird every time I go to Montana.
I feel weird when I'm in Montana.
Right.
The most recent thing that...
Remember we went to Montana and you thought we were going to get eaten by wolves? We went to those hot springs.
Okay, us getting eaten by wolves and you saying that, like, a group of stoned people were being racist because they looked at us with their glazed over eyes are 2 completely different things. One of them is a legitimate fear and the other one is not.
I wasn't scared.
You weren't scared, but I was very legitimately afraid of wolves.
And all those wolf prints.
There were wolf prints.
There were.
We passed kids that looked so high. I'm sure they didn't even realize they walked by a group of people and you're like, they're racist. Did you see the way they looked at me? Like they couldn't tell if you were a person or a bagel? What?
Oh, fucking Montana. That was funny, though.
That was pretty
You
good.
didn't shed a tear at that. That was the other person we were with.
Yeah.
They cried. You didn't cry, right?
No, I didn't
But
cry.
you were frightened.
I was frightened.
And I was like, who gives a fuck? Let's go.
Yes, I was scared. Wolves are scary.
We were fine, though, right?
We were fine.
So what did being scared get you?
Nothing.
Exactly.
But it's okay to be afraid. I don't particularly want to go to Montana anymore because of their current tourism campaign.
What is it?
And you can check this out on the Montana Tourist website. They are using Far Cry 5 as a selling point to come to Montana. Like, hey, you've loved this game based in Montana where a cult took over?
Mm-hmm.
Come to Montana.
Is the cities in that game aren't real?
No, Hope County is a fake city, but it's still set there.
Hope County is not a real county.
No, it's not real. But it's like, hey, remember this game where you fought a bunch of...
Kind of like how New Mexico sells blue magic or blue candies to look like
for the blue meth.
Yeah. The Heisenberg meth.
Yeah.
Which, that movie, I'm very interested to see.
I am interested in that.
Breaking Bad.
Bryan Cranston say he's not involved, and then I've seen...
Who's that?
Bryan Cranston?
Yeah.
Heisenberg.
Oh, Malcolm in the Middle's dad.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know his name.
He's actually, was in the cast of the original Power Rangers back in the early 90s.
The TV show?
Yes. He did various voices for villains in it, and then when they made the reboot, he was Zordon, so...
He was Zordon?
He was Zordon, yes.
Wow. Didn't know that.
So, he's been in both the original Power Rangers and in this movie.
Isn't it kind of cool, like as we're getting older, like, you see, like, people you saw in commercials at one time, like, getting movie roles and shit. Like, it's kind of cool how, like, the evolution of Hollywood goes. I just wondered, did they suck Harvey Weinstein's dick?
I don't wonder. I know.
That's weird, like, how they claim that, like, that one guy just held the key to everything in Hollywood.
You know, it's possible.
But Hollywood's gonna fall.
Well, yeah, like, I could, you know, and there's several examples of movies out there where I could go out with a camera, film some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could. I filmed a music video on my phone once.
You don't want anybody to watch.
No, I don't want anyone to watch this music video. It's embarrassing. I don't know why it's still there. I enjoy embarrassment. But you could film a movie on your phone, put it out there, and it can make money. What is Hollywood for if somebody could just do that at this day and age?
Do you think... We're getting a little long here, so we'll wrap it up with this. Do you think YouTube changed the way that it distributed its money because its monetary system changed? Because... Two questions in that. Because it was making too many millionaires, or because Hollywood was like, hey, hold up. You're making it so we don't need TV shows anymore. You're making it so we don't need to produce big budget movies anymore.
I think it was because it was probably not beneficial for them.
Because Google doesn't need the money.
No, Google doesn't.
Right.
But YouTube themselves...
Which is created by Google.
It wasn't created by Google. Google bought them.
Oh, okay.
But with, you know, YouTube just putting out, you know, making millionaires, you can't afford to keep doing that.
Why?
Why? What is your revenue stream? It's just ads.
Right.
They're still going to want to make a profit.
YouTube itself.
Yeah.
They do.
Well, I mean, now.
They still were. They were splitting. Now they're splitting it even... It's even finer now. Like, you were only, like, before... Because remember, we used to think about, like, oh, if we get 1 million views, we get $9,000.
Yeah.
YouTube got way more than $9,000 for 1 million views. And now it's like $3,500 for 1 million views.
Yeah. I don't know on that one. I don't believe Hollywood had any like say in it.
Think about it like this. So YouTube now has their own TV.
Oh yeah, YouTube Red.
Like a cable. Well, not just that, but they have that, so they make their own movies, YouTube Red.
Yeah.
But they also have, like, you can sign up to stream cable channels through YouTube.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I did it for a while because it was really cheap. It was like $10 a month, but they raised the price. And I would do it to watch NBA games.
Yeah.
So they want to be their own television network.
That makes sense.
So they So now, but look at it like that. Like Hollywood creates the product of what's on TV. Now they have a TV service, right?
Yeah.
What are people gonna? What subscription do you need if you can go watch a TV show on YouTube for free?
Facebook now has its own TV.
True. T-Mobile is launching its own too.
Everybody's launching their own.
Which is weird because there's more and more cord cutters. Like I don't have cable.
No, my roommate does.
Yeah.
But I don't really.
I think. So this might go down a rabbit hole. Hopefully not. But I think the powers that be, right? Yeah. Whatever Illuminati I don't necessarily subscribe to, but there's definitely like a coalition of something that makes the big decisions.
Yeah.
And they're rich. Them motherfuckers like, we don't want Jake Paul to be a fucking millionaire.
Nobody wants Jake Paul to be a millionaire.
Right. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like fucking Jenna Marbles.
I like Jenna Marbles.
There's no talent. She's funny, but she's not talented.
No.
She's just a dumb girl. No offense. You're ditzy. Like, that's the character she portrays, right? I don't know. I've never met her. I don't know who she is. She became a millionaire. I was fucking, like, makeup. Like, my boyfriend did my makeup.
Yeah.
But the values of our country is you work hard and you become a millionaire. Right? Not you get a viral video, you become a millionaire.
Well, that could just be, you know, old values versus new values.
Right, but YouTube and Google were the ones that ultimately said, okay, we got to change the way we do our revenue share.
That seems to be a business decision based on those companies rather than...
But why? They didn't... So the reason they did so much in the beginning, they didn't need the fucking money.
Yeah.
They still made money, right? Like, one channel gets 3 million views, one video, a day. YouTube as a whole is pulling in billions of views a day. They don't need your fucking 1 million view money.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Let's think about that, and we'll revisit it next week.
That's a good idea.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for listening. We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.